If you are trying to understand how to buy Bitcoin for the first time, stay with this video until the end, because the last steps are the ones that help beginners avoid the most common and expensive mistakes. Bitcoin can feel confusing at first, but the process is much simpler than most people think once you understand the order of operations. In the next few minutes, I will walk you through the exact beginner-friendly process from choosing a platform to making your first purchase safely. By the end, you will know not only how to buy Bitcoin, but also how to avoid scams, high fees, and rookie errors that many first-time buyers make. First, let's answer the most important question. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital asset that exists on a decentralized network, which means no bank or government controls it directly. People buy Bitcoin for different reasons, including long-term investing, sending money, or simply learning how the crypto market works. Before you buy anything, you need a secure place to do it, and that usually starts with a cryptocurrency exchange. A crypto exchange is a platform where you can create an account, deposit money, and buy Bitcoin with US dollars. For beginners in the US, the best choice is usually a well-known exchange with strong security, clear fees, and an easy interface. Do not rush into the first app that looks popular, because low-quality platforms can hide high fees or poor customer support. Once you choose an exchange, create your account with your real information and complete identity verification. This step may feel annoying, but it is normal, legal, and necessary for buying crypto in the United States. Next, protect your account immediately by turning on two-factor authentication. This adds an extra layer of security so that even if someone gets your password, they still cannot easily access your funds. After your account is set up, you need to add money. Most beginners use a bank transfer or debit card, but bank transfers often have lower fees, while cards can be faster. If speed matters more to you than cost, card funding may be convenient, but if you want to save money, bank transfer is usually better. Now comes the part many beginners overthink. How much Bitcoin should you buy? You do not need to buy one full Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is divisible into small units called Satoshis. That means you can start with a small amount, even if you only want to invest $20, $50, or $100. This is one of the biggest advantages of Bitcoin for beginners because it lowers the barrier to entry. When you place your order, you will usually see two main options: market order and limit order. A market order buys Bitcoin immediately at the current price, while a limit order lets you set the price you want to pay. For most first-time buyers, a market order is easier, but a limit order can be useful if you want more control. Before you click buy, always double-check the fee, the total amount, and the exact Bitcoin quantity you are receiving. Small fees can add up, especially if you make repeated purchases without paying attention. After you buy Bitcoin, do not ignore storage. Many beginners leave their crypto on the exchange forever, but that is not always the safest long-term choice. For small amounts, keeping Bitcoin on a reputable exchange can be fine while you are learning. For larger amounts, many investors prefer a personal crypto wallet, especially a hardware wallet, because it gives you more control over your assets. A wallet is basically your tool for holding and managing Bitcoin more securely outside the exchange. Here is the key idea. If you do not control the keys, you do not fully control the Bitcoin. That is why storage matters as much as the purchase itself. Also, never share your recovery phrase with anyone, and never save it in a place that other people can easily access. Scammers often target beginners by pretending to offer support, bonuses, or urgent account help. If someone asks for your password or recovery phrase, it is a scam. If a website promises guaranteed profits or risk-free Bitcoin returns, it is also a red flag. The smartest approach is to start small, learn the process, and build confidence before investing more. Bitcoin is not about getting rich overnight. It is about understanding a new kind of money and managing it carefully. So remember the full beginner path. Choose a trusted exchange, verify your account, fund it safely, buy a small amount, and secure your Bitcoin properly. If you follow those steps, buying Bitcoin becomes far less intimidating and much more manageable. And if you watched all the way to the end, you now understand the process well enough to make your first move with confidence.